Actually, there were a lot of highlights this year because, first of all, I graduated high school, which was a very big event for me. And I went on tour, and I completed my second album, Electric Youth. So those were really the major highlights. And also, I got to perform with two of my favorite artists, Elton John and Billy Joel, actually at the same time at Madison Square Garden, and that was a really big thrill for me.
Teenager Debbie Gibson has the third of the 3 debuts in our survey, and it's pole vaults in from number 12 to number 4, a massive leap. This is the first hit from her new album, Electric Youth. Debbie's first album, Out of the Blue, managed to produce 4 top 10 hits in a row. Let's take a look at Debbie's videography. Now, debuting at number 4, here's Debbie Gibson with her latest hit, Lost in Your Eyes. Debbie Gibson with a song she wrote, produced, and performed, debuting at number 4 with Lost in Your Eyes. Up a notch to number 3 is the band with some of the best hair in rock history. Here's the well-moosed band called Bon Jovi with Born to Be My Baby. Bon Jovi at number 3 this week with their follow-up to Bad Medicine's Born to Be My Baby. Climbing a notch to number 2 is the rapper from Los Angeles whose video features a female band that looks an awful lot like the ladies who appear in Robert Palmer's videos. Here's Tone Loc with his first hit, Wild Thing. That's the former gang member gone straight. Tone Loc at number 2 this week with Wild Thing. The number 1 song in a moment, and we'll answer our trivia question. A viewer in Tennessee wants to know, who's the youngest female singer to hit number 1? Well, she was just 15 when she hit with her only top 10 song, I Will Follow Him. Details coming up.
And America's Top 10 continues.
Now let's take a look at the hottest selling albums in the land this week. At number 10, Journey's greatest hits. 9, Open Up and Say Ah. 8, Giving You the Best That I Got. 7, New Jersey. 6, Hysteria. 5, GNR Lies. 4, Shooting Rubber Bands at the Stars. 3, Travelin' Wilburys. 2, Appetite for Destruction. And after 1 week at number 2, Bobby Brown moves back into the number 1 position of the album chart with Don't Be Cruel. And now, holding on at number 1 for a second week is one of the hottest dancers the charts have ever known. Paula Abdul has a number 1 song in the land again with Straight Up. And how does she feel about it?
I'm just now beginning to really realize wow, number 1. I can't even tell you how happy and how wonderful it is to feel that way because, you know, when I first heard it went number 1, I had that terrible flu and I was in bed sick with 103 and I was so excited, but I was so sick, so it was like juggling in between feelings of, oh, I feel like I'm ready to die here, but I'm so excited. But when I turn on the radio and I hear the number 1 song in the country and Straight Up starts playing, it is such an incredible feeling. And it's really wonderful to be recognized by all the different artists who have sent me telegrams and have called me up and have wished me congratulations. It is such a wonderful feeling to be acknowledged and to feel, hey, you know, I did it.
Paula Abdul, dancing her way around the #1 spot for a second week with her first top 10 hit, Straight Up. Now, let's answer our trivia question. It comes to us from Tammy Chambers of Nashville, Tennessee. Tammy wants to know, who's the youngest female singer to hit #1? Well, she was just 7 weeks past her 15th birthday when she hit #1 back in 1963, and she did it with a song called I Will Follow Him, her only top 10 hit. Still, it landed Little Peggy March in the record books as the youngest female singer to ever reach #1, a record that stands to this day. There's your answer, Tammy. Thanks for writing in.
And because America's Top 10 used Tammy's question, she'll receive Gitano. Always on the cutting edge of fashion and design, offering up-to-the-minute styling and exceptional quality. Gitano. And join the movement with Jacques Moret Bodywear, an American favorite with an extensive selection in fashion for action. Moret moves like your second skin. And Hitachi's VCR with digital VU transmitter and automatic function. Just touch the remote control for an on-screen guide to programming and playback procedures. Hitachi.
Now, let's take a look at 3 of the biggest movers on Billboard's Hot 100 this week. The hits Billboard says are the hottest new songs in the land.
All right. Even if they say you're wrong, well, it's all right. Sometimes you gotta be strong. Well, it's all right. As long as you got somewhere to lay, well, it's all right. Every day is Judgment Day. But this time we win. Our ship has just come in. Forget the past. We've saved the best for last. Oh, how I miss you. Oh, I feel our love is fading away. Fading away. Fading away.
3 of the biggest movers according to Billboard magazine. Well, that wraps up our show for this week. Join us again next week as we count down the hottest hits in the land. And to end the show, here's a special AT10 look at a video just released from the soundtrack of the movie The Naked Gun. Till next week, keep your feet in the ground and keep reaching for the stars.
Something tells me I'm into something good. Something tells me I'm into something.
Be sure to check your radio listings for Casey's Top 40.